Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Star Wars ArtFX Plus Captain Phasma 1/10 scale statue from Kotobukiya. That's right, we are continuing on with the incredible Star Wars ArtFX Plus lineup with a character that I personally have been very excited for. So let's check out Captain Phasma. As you can see, she comes in that same style, fully enclosed black box packaging. It's got an image of the Captain Phasma ArtFX Plus statue on the front, and if you rotate that around to the back of the box, we're given a description, as well as a few turnarounds of the statue within. So let's go ahead and open up the box and take a look at the contents within. You will notice that just like with all of the other Star Wars ArtFX Plus statues, there is some minor assembly required. We have a few pieces here, and it's pretty straightforward and easy to put together, but if you need it, there is an included sheet of instructions that will help guide you through the process of assembling the statue. The statue is just put together via pegs. You can see they got a nice peg system on there, so there is only one way that you can attach it. And it's in pretty large chunks. So we've got the legs, we've got the torso here, and those assembled just like so. You want to give a nice firm press on that upper body, and you can see it really locks it in place. It's a nice solid lock, so that way we've got the upper body now attached to the legs on there. You can notice that we've got a partial left arm here, and then the full right arm needs to be plugged in. So we got a nice little peg sticking off the side there. We can just take the arm that is included, either one. There's actually two different arms. You'll notice we've got a straight arm, and then we've got a bent arm, which is meant more for the blaster rifle holding poses, which I'll show you that in just a bit as well. Same goes for the other arm down here. We've got one attachment that's going to give her just the full straight arm, just like so, and it pops right into socket. But you can see it's very easy to change that out if you come to that point. So if you decide that you want to display her later on with a pose that's going to be more for holding onto the blaster rifle, it's very easy just to kind of swap those parts off and pop the new arms on instead. Now, she does come with that really nice blaster rifle, so that will plug right into the hand there. You can see it just kind of fits right in nice and snug. You can kind of rest that on her hands there, and that works out very well. Now, we also do have this really nice cape accessory. This is actually pretty stiff. You can see it doesn't have a lot of pliability to it. It's pretty rigid cape. It does have a little bit of flexibility, but it's not real soft. So in order to put that on, you're actually going to pop the head off the ball joint. You can see it is slightly ball jointed there. And then we'll just kind of slide the cape right over the neck just like so. And then we can take this and pop it right back on the ball joint. And just like that, our Captain Phasma is ready to be displayed. Now, she does come with one more piece, which of course is our square black display base. If you're at all familiar with the ArtFX Plus statues, you pretty much know exactly how this works, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. We do have little embedded magnets on the bottom of her feet there. It is interesting to note that she does have some peg holes as well, it seems, but the magnets here are going to cling very nicely to this base. You can see it's got a nice strong hold. Look at that. And that allows you to display her anywhere on this base that you would like to, and this works out really great for displaying alongside some of the other Star Wars ArtFX Plus statues. That way they can kind of overlap bases, and you can get the desired display feature. So now that we've got her all put together, we've taken a look at the accessories, let's look at the overall design of the statue itself. Alright, let's go ahead and look at those details on here. We'll start with the height of the figure. It's in the 1/10 scale, which you can see puts Captain Phasma here at about 7.5 inches tall. That makes her a bit taller than the Stormtroopers that we already have in the ArtFX Plus line, which is exactly how it should be because she is a tall character. Really, really great scale there, fits in perfect with the rest of the ArtFX Plus lineup. The details on this, though, are just amazing. One of the things, of course, that makes Captain Phasma such a striking character is the fact that she's wearing a cool, chromed finish silver Stormtrooper costume. It's what made her jump out at me right away. It's what made her jump out at everybody right away. Just a really cool-looking character. And one of the things I think Kotobukiya did amazing with this piece is the fact that they gave her that awesome vac metallized, chromed out silver costume. This is great because as somebody who's been buying up all the Captain Phasma toys out there, this is the first one that I personally own that is chromed out like this. This looks great. But aside from just being shiny, Kotobukiya did their usual intricate detailing on here. So you can see the sculpt is great. It's very spot on. It gives you all these great little touches with the molding of the armor and everything. But if you look real close at that armor there, you can see that it's weathered. So while it still retains that very cool metallic shine, it also has a very dirty, worn, kind of gritty look to it. It's got a really nice finish on there that gives it this really nice, worn, textured look. And I love that. So even though it's still nice and shiny, it still looks like it's been in battle a little bit. And I think that is absolutely perfect. Really, really great amount of detail worked into this. Now, of course, I pointed out that blaster. You can see that she's got that held in her right hand here. We can easily remove that. It is a separate accessory there. It is done in a slightly different color, silver, which is exactly how it should be. Really nice kind of gloss black detailing on there as well. And you'll also notice that we can articulate the front there. It also just kind of pops off. It's on a little hinge, but you can easily pop that back on just like that. So you can kind of lower that handle down in the front. Very similar to what we saw with the Stormtroopers. But it very easily just folds up. That way she can kind of grip onto the bottom of it if you've got her in that pose where she's gripping onto her blaster rifle. If we rotate her around to the back, we get a closer look at that cape. It does have the nice red stripe, of course, coming down it. It's very nice and clean paint on there. Look at that. It's real straight. I like that. So, real straight. And the cape itself was also molded in a way so it looks like it's kind of folded and laying over her arm there. Very nice, very natural look. You can see lots of wrinkles and creases. Look at all the details in the back here. Look at that. How cool does that look? It's very textured, very detailed, but you can also see kind of the little design pieces in here. There's like almost like this little patchwork going on in all these areas, and she's even kind of got like this little loop sticking off the top up here. So just really great details all the way around in this that really makes her stand out and look like she's something special. It's exactly what Kotobukiya is known for with their statues, and they did a great job with Phasma here. Now, I already showed you guys how she's got interchangeable arms so that you can get her in just kind of a standing straight pose, or you can get her holding onto her blaster. But what's also great is, like we've seen with the other ArtFX Plus statues in this line, she does feature some minimal articulation. And I talked about that head earlier being on a ball joint. That actually allows you to roll that head quite a bit in a great range of motion there. I mean, you can see it looks left and right and kind of rolls around, looks up and down. It's even jointed at the base of the neck. So look. But you can move the neck all the way around. You can roll the head around. It's very, very nice. She's also got a nice joint at the torso. So you can see we can kind of roll the torso. We can swivel her at the torso. And of course, even where we connected her at the waist, while it's a little tight, you can still rotate that just a little bit there. And you can even swivel the wrist around when you've got her in that pose where she's holding onto her blaster so she can get the perfect grip on that blaster rifle. This is really great because it allows you a few different ways that you can pose the statue around. It's minimal articulation, but it's great for changing up the pose every now and then. Alright guys, it's comparison time. Just for fun, let's go ahead and stand her alongside the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Captain Phasma. This will show you the scale difference between the figures and show you the finish. Kind of like that chromed look I was talking about here on the Kotobukiya statue. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at the brand new Star Wars ArtFX Plus Captain Phasma 1/10 scale statue from Kotobukiya. Overall, this is a beautiful piece. I've been a big fan of this line, and this is a fan favorite character, one that I personally have been looking forward to, and I think she turned out amazing. She looks really rad when you stand her alongside some of those Episode 7 Stormtroopers that we already have in the line, and she's really going to make for a striking piece to add to your display shelf. I gotta give a special thanks to Kotobukiya for sending Phasma along so we can get a good look at her up close and outside of the packaging. For more information on Kotobukiya and their products, be sure to visit them online at www.kotous.com and give them a like on Facebook at facebook.com/Kotobukiya. And hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on any of my Star Wars or Kotobukiya reviews. Until next time, my friends.